So question number 3 of this third exercise asks us to validate whether if a figure has 2 or more lines of symmetry, should it also have a rotational symmetry of order more than 1? So we have taken this equilateral triangle to validate this point. Let us now consider the lines of symmetry for this equilateral triangle. So as we see here, the lines of symmetry passes through the 3 vertices of the equilateral triangle, and each of these lines will divide the equilateral triangle into equal halves. And also, if the figure is folded about any of these lines, we'll see that both the equal halves will coincide. So for this figure, we can say that a number of lines of symmetry will be 3. Now let us validate the rotational symmetry part of it. So if we again consider this figure, and let me just mark this point using a blue dot so that we can identify the rotation of this figure. So the figure will rotate about this point where the 3 lines of symmetry are going to meet or intersect. So this is the center of rotation, and if this figure is rotating by 60 degrees in the clockwise direction, let us see what is the new position of this blue dot. So after a 60-degree rotation of the original figure, we see now the new position of the blue dot is this. So both the figures look exactly the same, but there is a rotation involved, because of which there is a change in the position of the blue dot. Now again, if this figure is rotated by 60 degrees in the clockwise direction, let us now see what is the new position of this blue dot, which will give us the same figure as the question figure. Now after a rotation of a total of 120 degrees, this is now the position, the new position of the blue dot, and this also gives us the same figure as in the question figure. But again, if we rotate this figure by 60 degrees, we'll see that the blue dot will reach the point where we had this in the question figure, that is the first figure. So we can say that the first figure has been rotated thrice by an angle of 60 degrees each time, so that we can say that the order of rotational symmetry is 3 for this particular equilateral triangle. So we can definitely prove that if there is a figure with 2 or more lines of symmetry, it should have a rotational symmetry which is more than order of 1. So this is how we are going to answer question number 3.
To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.